I'm your Ed Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. And for Cleveland, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And we'll be seeing the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo in tonight's game. Shaq, how good can this kid be?
You know, Ernie, it's rare to see a blend of size and speed as his position. 6'11", 7'3" wingspan. He's a great athlete, and he really can finish at the rim.
Yeah, he's very young, but his skill isn't young. And
And a look across all the skyscrapers here in Cleveland, the site of our broadcast for tonight. Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. And it's Monroe in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so it's Cleveland with it. 11 feet away. Kicks it out to Love. Launches a 3, and that one's good. Free.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Shots good by Middleton.
Assist from Jabari.
Milwaukee on D. Here's Freak. Thompson sets the pick for Freak. He used that pick just right. Freak's got 5 now.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here is Monroe. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. 18 feet out. That one off the back iron and out.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? He's always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now, he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
And the Bucks making a change here. Bayless is checked in. Now here's Freak. 5 points in the game, and he gets it to go.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Milwaukee with the ball. It's a 5-point game. The shot's good from Bayless. And for Chris Middleton last season, he went up in points, assists, rebounds, but went down in turnovers.
Boy, what an improvement for this young man. A late bloomer. I liked him when he was at Texas A&M, still growing into his body, playing with great confidence, and he can spray that thing from 3. I like his promise.
T40. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
And Parker drops them both. And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
Monroe down low. Pass to Parker. Pulls up. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Cavaliers lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks, the dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward, Mayo out there with Michael Carter-Williams, and it's Henson in at the 5 down low.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season, and as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17, also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
To the left side wing, a shot by Carter-Williams, nobody around. Great look, but off the mark. Here's P40, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17, also 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. He preached patient offense and encouraged his guys to use the shot clock. He wants his guys to be deliberate. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
You know, just thinking back to that Milwaukee factoid again, I mean, the odds that we'll ever see something like that happen again are minuscule. I mean, that team was just destined to end up 41-41.
Kicks to Love. No good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here's Carter-Williams, and the layup's good off the glass. Carter-Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
And Michael Carter-Williams gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Chris Middleton comes in for John Henson, and it's Vasquez in for O.J. Mayo. Milwaukee's gone 1-2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Middleton outside. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. And it's 6 points for Chris Middleton. And a wide open look for Freak from beyond the arc and then some.
He totally lost his defender, broke his ankles, then knocks down the jumper.
That was just an amazing play. I mean, you talk about making him reach for thin air. Wow.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes play. So far. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Middleton now atop the key. And the rejection by LeBron. They get it back. The Bucks have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And Vasquez drops them both.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. There's the dish to Thompson. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson. And after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a double.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Their biggest lead during the opening period was 5. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they have been so far.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, they didn't let this hostile crowd bother them at all. In fact, they seem to feed off of that hostility. Plus, sometimes when you're away from home, those distractions, your family, your friends, your fans, you can concentrate better. Okay, wait, did I just say my family, friends, and fans are distractions? Okay, let's go to...
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just...
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting...